Hello everyone, the trailer watching continues. If only we could gather every single day and watch trailers. My name is Brandon Jones. I work for a website called GameTrailers. Sometimes there are trailers on them. During E3 there are lots of trailers. And when that happens, let's all go to the trailers. I'm joined by Mr. Ryan Stevens.
Hi, and can I give a really quick shout out to Michael Van Novak, who has been making delicious food to eat while watching Let's All Go to the Trailers.
Oh, that's Mizek. Yeah.
Definitely a passionate fan of the show.
Not stuff I would eat.
We've had kind of an irregular schedule, so I apologize if these didn't fit into your normal food eating hours. Kyle Bossman is also here.
It's so late. Everyone, we still shoot these late.
But this is it. We're recording this late in the evening on Thursday. It is going up on Friday. I've lost all concept of time. But lots of trailers, and we're going to wrap things up this week. So the way I decided to do it was each of us were going to pick 2 trailers, and we are going to go over them first. Since I am super cool, I'm going to go with my trailers first. And then...
Wait, so you're doing both of yours first? Even?
Both of my trailers first.
Wow, okay.
And then we're going to do both of Kyle Bossman's trailers, and then...
The worst for last.
Yes. You picked some short ones, so I definitely appreciate that. There's no way to really get to the best stuff. We're going to be doing that with our GT Awards, our Best of E3 Awards, in which we will cover the best trailer decided by the entire Game Trailer staff, and not just us wacky 3 trailer watchers who gather late at night to bitch and moan about trailers. So without further ado, here are the 2 that I picked to wrap things up.
We were standing on the edge of discovery.
This trailer was not included in any press conference. It was seen at the show. I did see it in Bethesda's booth. This is Doom, the Return of Doom. Not a lot to see, not a lot to really grab onto plot-wise. I mean, obviously it's just kind of like a tease here. I mean, is this all CG or is this supposed to be gameplay? Looks like CG, right?
It looks like CG. But I guess we're getting to the kind of that border zone, right?
Oh, right, with Unreal 4 and all that? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, this looks like it could maybe be really affected in engine, but not gameplay, like the Uncharted trailer, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it, so I'm watching it right now, but interesting comparison between this and the original StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty teaser.
Sure.
There's actually lots of like circular engines being strapped to a fleshy frame in both of those things. A fun kind of tease with the door opening. It's the sound effect from the game. When was this shown? Do we know? Do you know when we finally?
It was released.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't have like a debut. It was we got it ahead of time for an embargo time.
Feels like it should be in a press conference because there is the build up. Like, oh, I wonder what this is. And when I clicked on it, I knew it was Doom.
Well, they're keeping it special. It says it's got the real. This is a teaser. They got the real reveal going at QuakeCon.
Their own thing, their own shindig, which I think is really cool. I think it's really cool. This is what they brought to E3. I think it's a PC-focused game, Doom. You know. And so it's cool they showed up at E3, they gave this, but they're like, okay, but this game will be at QuakeCon, you know, this is when we'll actually show it. So it's definitely a teaser. And, you know, this is a game that's been in development for a long time, and so it's cool that this is the first we see of it, really. I like it. I like the juxtaposition of this guy with the weird...
The cyber demon?
Mechanical cyber... yeah, like with words written on it, and then, you know, this creature from hell also is the second half of him. He's cool.
I like that the title never really comes to full light. You know, we just kind of get
cool
little
shot,
flashes of it.
Yeah. The little heart plug thing right there, they kind of show it, and then when he's there, it evokes Tony Stark and I guess Dune as well. And for some reason, I'm not a big fan. I hope it's not like a weak point or something weird like that.
There's a little bit of Pacific Rim going on here.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, indeed.
Again, it seems like a poor man's StarCraft. I want to jump ahead to a score. I think this is 7.5. I thought this was fairly okay. There's
it's a
that.
teaser, yeah.
Oh, it's a good score. 7.5 is a good score. I think it's a great teaser, but like it is a 7.5. It totally is. Like that, you know, what can we give this? Yeah, it's very interesting. I like their timing. I like that they just put this out during E3, not in a press conference, but just like, hey, this is our PC game, and we're at E3. Here this is. We're going to host it at our own show later, so just look forward to that. That gets you a 7.5.
I kind of want to give it a 6.666, but I'll go with 7.5. We'll do it Trinity.
Cool.
Top hat.
Has that ever happened?
No.
Scores across the
That
board?
has never happened on the show.
We're just tired enough.
It just took Doom. It just took Doom to put us in the mood.
When you're ready, open your eyes.
I wanted to include this trailer because I'm not a huge fan of this. I really liked the original Tomb Raider. First and foremost, what the hell is this trailer telling us? Okay, she's still Tomb Raiding. Got it. What else?
She's damaged
She's
goods.
in another tomb with snow in it.
She's
That's
damaged
it.
goods.
That's all we get out of this entire trailer. The rest is like kind of fun because you have the psychiatrist, but like I'm over it 20 seconds in because it's like, it's Lara Croft. I get it. Reveal her.
You like
reveal
that.
her.
But you like
come
that.
on.
You like that fake out stuff. I know it's not as big of a fake out as Plants vs Zombies or what was it, Sunset Overdrive. But
Yeah, so here's the dumb thing, is the person who decided this trailer, or, directed it, thinks that we don't know this is Lara Croft up until the point that the psychiatrist says the words Lara Croft.
We don't, I guess. I mean, it does.
Like, this is the reveal right here, this far into the trailer. And so,
I think
the way
it's insulting.
Yeah, I think the way this person imagined it is just like, okay, we see a woman with a therapist and he's explaining something to her and we're wondering what's wrong with her. We see scars on it, and it's exactly that. It's like, assuming we're on this ride, a much bigger ride than we really are. Her face is covered there, like, we don't know it's Lara Croft. Ridiculous. Yeah, I'm pretty mad at this trailer too.
But I think they do the cutaway to the first trailer. I think they do leave it up for fans that are paying attention to know what that is. I hate that she talks to herself, even though, like, what? She hiked all the way up to spite her psychiatrist? What? Like, she says that at the end. She's like,
We become who we're meant to be.
who are you talking to? It just...
I think
This
we're
is
meant-
weird.
we're
What is
meant to be.
Rise of the Tomb Raider? What is this game going to be?
That's an awful title, by the way.
No, don't even get me started on the title. I literally don't want to talk about the title because we're just talking about the trailer. But it is, again, with the stupid Doom and everything. It's like people are so terrified to name it. I was blown away it was called Uncharted 4. I was waiting for, like, Uncharted, nothing. And you're just like, oh, stop it. But they did. They got Uncharted 4, Thief's End.
Let's all go to the titles.
Let's all go to the title. Totally different show, which we need, obviously. Clearly somebody needs to address this.
It's weird she kills a person. That is weird. She just headshots this guy who doesn't look bad.
What does that tell us about her? She's like a serial killer now? Who was that guy? I guess all guys with beanies or, have like a death wish.
Yeah.
Also, the very first Tomb Raider trailer completely turned things around for this franchise. That was a big moment.
That was a good trailer.
That first boat crash happened and
man.
we found that she was on the island. It like raised all these questions. This raises no questions for me. I'm probably still going to play this game because
It raises a question.
unless they just, where is she going?
Where is she?
Yeah.
That's the big one.
That's not a
But I have that question before and after I watch this trailer.
Yeah.
So it's
Good
not.
point.
This is a 4, guys. You need to do something better than this. I need a little more for the next trailer for sure.
I like it a lot in TV, movies, and video games when a character is affected by what happened. In a sequel, it begins with a character being affected by what happened prior. You know what I mean? Like, that person is a human being and was changed by the events. And so we see Lara changed by the events. That's cool. But then we already see it fixed within, within 1 minute of this trailer. And so, it's doesn't set itself up as an interesting sequel if we already see her raiding tombs by the end. Okay, Lara's fixed. Now we're back raiding tombs. 4.3.
6. I still think it's kind of interesting to watch. I guess the CG is good. It's kind of fun to watch.
The CG is not good. Look at their therapist's face. It's so bad.
The lip sync
The
on her
lips.
when she talks too is not
Yeah.
good.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's kind of sloppy.
This looks great though.
I like the bear.
No compliments.
A lot of animals.
And now we have Kyle's trailers.
My first pick.
Thanks, Kyle, for picking a Grand Theft Auto trailer. I can talk about Grand Theft Auto trailers forever.
So this was cool. This is a game that we've already played before at the end of Sony's press conference, and I think it had an impact, which is crazy to me. An HD remake of the game had a good trailer.
The game was already HD.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. A 1080p remake of a game, I guess we should call it.
I just want to jump in super quick. I was at the Sony press conference. I think a lot of people didn't know what they were looking at until they saw Trevor. I don't know if you could hear the crowd from the streams, but it was like, what?
Yeah.
It was a little bit like that.
I knew with the wolves. I knew the first shot. I was like, oh, okay, we're on the shore, and I think there was like, some like electrode in the back of my brain that was like GTA. And then I saw the sharks and was like, wait a minute, wait, sharks circling, and then okay, if it was
site.
if it started underwater, I would have, endless ocean, who knows? But then like you see the beach, and I'm like, wait a minute, and then when I saw the wolves running up the hill, I'm like, okay, this is not.
Yeah.
This is clearly what this is.
Best music in a trailer in E3. Of E3.
Well, I don't know. That's
It's
way
great
too
music.
tired
It's
to
certainly
be
great
assertive
music,
with that
but yeah, it's
suggestion.
I'm just saying it just flowed through me
Yeah.
when I was there. I was also saw great speakers and stuff, but man,
I don't know what else I would want out of this trailer. Yeah, it's hard to criticize it for this announcement. Maybe just, I don't know, it seems kind of lazy. It is kind of funny seeing Trevor just like, huh, what? Next gen? All right, let's do this. You know, it is a bit of a lethargic edit, and it had the yoga, which was weird. 7.8. I mean, I'm excited. I'm more excited for the announcement than the actual trailer itself.
This trailer has a vibe to it, and I'm into it. It pulled off something I didn't think it could. 9.
8.7. It's really good. It's just good. Good. It's not a movie trailer, even though it's kind of cut like a movie trailer, right?
Well, no, because there's no lines.
That's what I'm saying.
No movie trailer would ever look like that. It's really interesting.
But the way it's cut still, but you're right, but it's not. It shares a lot of the DNA without being one, which
Yeah.
you know is the easy thing to kind of do sometimes. It's good.
And
And how long is it? It's like a minute and a bit,
Yeah.
Sure.
but it feels good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Your other quote-unquote trailer, Mr. Bossman, is a stretch. This is
This is a trailer.
This is a game. It is a long gameplay trailer. It is a gameplay
Unified
trailer
by music.
of only 2 fights. So if it was just one fight,
Pardon me, sir. There are more than 2 fights. In
Yeah,
this
at
trailer.
the end there's like a flutter cut of a bunch of stuff going
oh
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see
I
that.
thought it was just these two. I thought it was just Bug Lady and
So there's
big
Bug-
guy, small chick,
Yeah.
and then Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
But no, you see like War Chief dude, who I don't know. I don't know my Mortal Kombat characters that well, other than the classics.
Oh, they show a new guy. New guy who's
The
like
War Chief
some
guy is-
aquatic monster or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So here's why I really like this trailer. We ragged on the reveal trailer a lot, and to me, this is what that should have been. This is such a I love everything and how it's revealed, the pacing of it. So we see 2 new characters. These 2, they're freaky. They fit in with Mortal Kombat already. They're great. And our 2 classic characters in that same environment they were in that CG trailer. And it still looks good. They could have done this. They could have just shown this. It's so cool. They're doing new moves and things. And what I like is how the fights escalate. We're seeing crazier and crazier things on both of these 2 battles as we go further and further through the trailer until we're eventually doing fatalities to each other. I really like the escalation of this trailer.
I like Quirk, and I like them jumping off the trees. I like that guy jumping out of the waves. I know that's not really good fighting game stuff, like playing Smash with no items, or playing things kind of vanilla, turning off the gems and Tekken X, Street Fighter X Tekken and stuff like that. But I like this goofy stuff, and I think Mortal Kombat's a good place to have it, as long as it's balanced with everything else.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's the uber violence and the fatality and stuff, but I like seeing the other stuff. Also, I think the character that is 2 people, the big guy and little girl, Master
Yeah.
Blaster sort of thing,
Yeah.
that's rad. That's not, you don't see that a lot in these games, this kind of crazy dual thing.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see how that plays, if it's really going to change things up.
It's kind of like a pitcher throwing like a weird pitch, because it's like everything in fighting games is about distance and about like reading the tells of someone, and it's like, how the heck do I read a tell when it's 2 people?
Yeah.
What does that mean when she's so close, or when she's on your shoulder, or when
No,
she's...
there was that guy, the blue skin
Yeah, I
guy.
call him an aquatic monster.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that guy. Okay, yeah. There
Yeah.
are some
I
new
can see
characters.
that. I
thought
guess
it
I
was
saw the
just-
headdress.
Yeah, it's like you said. This should have been the reveal. This should have been what we saw.
This game
even if
speaks
it
for
was
itself.
just Sub-Zero Scorpion, if it was just that fight, just one long fight,
Yeah.
it would have been great. But still, Mortal Kombat X, people are excited. I mean, it still kind of overcame that hump of having a weird teaser, and I think people are stoked. Had a good showing at the show, from what you could tell, Kyle.
Oh, I wish I got to see it. It wasn't on the floor. You had to get little clue. Daniel Kaiser access, basically.
Well, it's your trailer,
have enough
Kyle.
hair.
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear your score first.
9. I give the both of
Oh,
those trailers
boy.
9s.
Oh,
This is
God.
a 9 trailer to me.
Oh, jeez.
I
I'm
think
more
it's
upset because I have to score it, and I don't even know where to start.
I think it's paced well. I think it's actually like a good an interesting trailer. Fighting games usually don't show you this much actual straight up fighting in their trailers, actually. So it's kind of unusual in a fighting game sense. And introducing new characters.
The dullest score you can give a decent trailer, 8.5.
8.1.
Neither of you spoke after your scores. Normally we talk for a little while. That was just straight up numbers.
It's 4 a.m. Come on.
Okay.
So this is Everyone Gone to Rapture? I don't
Yeah.
know. You picked
Yeah.
this, Ryan. What the hell's this?
So the reason I picked this is, one, I'm interested in the game. Chinese Room is the guys who did Dear Esther, and then they kind of messed up Amnesia
Okay.
2, Machine for Pigs. But I actually
Is that
picked this.
officially on the resume?
I
Then we
picked-
screwed up that game.
I think
didn't-
Ryan's cheating. This is a bad trailer.
I didn't say I was going
You
to
mean
pick
like
good
a bad
trailers.
trailer?
I'm picking this as
This
a trend.
trailer's bad.
I'm picking this as a trend.
Like a good thing, right, Kyle?
Oh, what's the trend?
We're seeing all this lush landscape stuff.
You're right. Yeah.
Like, what was the one we watched last week?
Hashtag
the
Wheatfield.
Polish one.
the vanishing of something.
Of Ethan
Ethan
Carter.
Carter,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon Age had a thing with the fields.
Yeah.
And we're getting to that point where it's like, speed. It's gone beyond Speed Tree, and people are doing grass and all this stuff, and they're really getting into it. And it's just interesting to see how they're kind of. I don't think this is on the show floor in any which way.
Was that Santa Monica Studio Sony Santa Monica then?
Yeah.
Is that the debut of their new logo?
I don't know.
I'm used to, it's a real mess. It's just like a sloppy looking logo.
Because I know Ready at Dawn did too. I mean, well, let's.
Is that logo reveal more exciting than the game reveal?
Absolutely. What do we see? Just like a knocked over.
I don't know if it is Sony Santa Monica. No, that's a good question. That's really plain.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
But I mean, Chinese Room. I think they gotta have more people, and CryEngine. It's weird, but whatever.
So we're talking about games here, right?
But
I want to talk about trailers.
I think this may be viral marketing for the new HBO show.
All right, so there's
for leftovers.
There's a shopping cart, with some
and a bike.
canned food and a
Left in
suitcase.
disarray.
There's a suitcase in there too. So it's that kind of to me means like somebody is just like moving.
But I think there's this weird new photorealism push that people are trying to be like, we're not going to show you the game per se. I mean, there's a little tantalizing here with the spirit thingy, but I'm just curious if this is getting kind of played out. I mean, it's not a good trailer.
You got me more interested in this game than the trailer did, Ryan. So that doesn't speak good for the trailer.
That's my, my secret proselytizing of things.
Yeah.
My agenda.
Yeah.
Games.
I don't mind it. Brandon said you give me 2 trailers, and these are the trailers you brought. Yeah.
Yeah.
I give this a 5.8.
Oh, you're being generous.
Yeah, no, I don't give this a good score at all.
I give the logos like a 7.2. These are some good logos.
Yeah, Sony Santa Monica, if that's your new logo, I like it. It's an improvement. But this as a trailer, this is
That's a good question.
This is a 5. No, it's bad. It's bad though.
No,
but
it's bad.
It's a bad 5.
It's a 3.9.
3.7. Go lower. Limbo.
So another super short trailer. Thank you, Ryan, for supplying the short trailers.
Are you gonna play this one trailer over and over and over? Man.
We'll be brief.
Okay, we'll be brief.
This got a 3-second. This is a 30-second trailer, but 3 seconds of it showed up in the indie game montage in the Xbox press conference, and I went, "What is that? Why do I not have it?"
Oh yeah.
And this actually has some other trailers, but this is like their E3 trailer is their best trailer. The only thing I'm a little off on this game is usually I hate when the text comes up. You can see it's got the film scratches and the pops, and usually it's kind of dorky, but it really, really works here. The only problem I have with this game is the colors are too good. It's like when you watch a restored Disney film, like if you saw Alice in Wonderland, I'm stealing Marco's line here, but Alice in Wonderland restored on Blu-ray looks like it's flash animation and it kind of loses something. You want that color saturation, you want those slight gradients.
Oh sure.
In the color.
You
the
see
fill,
it. You see it when the flower.
And I know I'm being
you,
critical here, but the fill on these things are not. They're too perfect. Except for maybe the black being really good is I like. But like, yeah, when the flower shoots out, I want more gradients in here. This is a game that every once in a while, even if this game's not good, and look at some of the gameplay, it may not be that good. This is a game that I'm gonna play regardless. Like, usually graphics shouldn't trump anything. If it's god awful, I may not. But like every once in a while, there's sometimes a game where you want to experience,
The unfinished Swan. I don't think I played because like the gameplay was super hot.
I like the
gameplay. That's a visually interesting game. I was
thinking like Killer 7's kind of a game you kind of suffer through. The bosses are okay, but you kind of suffer through Killer 7's gameplay to just look, especially at the time, look at how cool it looked in the weird story.
Not a lot of work went into it outside of just maybe like a filter to put on the grain. So like.
Which could be in-game.
Can't give it higher than a 7, but I am excited about it. I think the footage definitely pulled you out of that montage, like you were saying. It was one of the things that really, like you were, what the heck is that? I got to find out more information about that. So, mission accomplished. But as a trailer,
It's a very interesting looking game, but if we're reviewing the trailer itself, it should have more shots. There's like 3 shots of gameplay. Show us more of this game to really prove that this is a game. Do you know what I mean? It seems undercooked, the trailer. I'm so hyped on this game. I think this game looks so interesting. But trailer-wise, it's not doing its job. But it is because we're all excited. But that's not really on the merits of the game itself. Why am I so conflicted about this?
There's 2 Kyles.
I know, there really are. 6.9.
7.4. We just watched it 100 times, and I don't really mind all that much, even though there's those things I don't like. And the gameplay shots look better than the story shots.
Okay, I'm changing my score. Those are 3 really good gameplay clips, but this is not a good trailer. I really have to be mean to this trailer for what it, 5. I'm not happy about it, but this is 5. I gotta be true to the score.
It's been a long, stressful week. So those were all of the E3 trailers that we could get through. Obviously, way more trailers. Obviously, a much more structured, professional way we could have handled the episodes this week. But I had a damn good time, you guys. I really enjoyed coming in here every night.
E3.
Even if I had to stay up till 4 in the morning cutting some of these episodes and return to E3 in the morning, bleary-eyed and bushy-tailed. But we are going to give some awards out next week. So that's we can't pick a trailer of the week because we are going to do that later. We are going to pick a trailer of the show and bring in the creative minds of the rest of the GT editorial staff to help us pick that. So in the interest of time, I will wrap it up. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Kyle, not just for today, but for the entire week. E3 2014. See you guys next week for a regular episode of Let's All Go to the Trailers. Thanks for watching.